On the vice president's growing workload, here's CNBC's senior congressional correspondent, Ilan Moy.
From the night that Kamala Harris made history as the first woman, the first person of color elected vice president, she made clear that winning a seat at the table was just the first step.
Now is when the real work begins. The hard work, the necessary work, the good work.
That work now encompasses an expansive agenda, from voting rights to vaccinations, small business to access to broadband. And her highest profile assignment so far, a solo trip to Guatemala and Mexico this weekend to tackle the root causes of the surge in migration.
I said when we became a team and got elected that the vice president was going to be the last person in the room. She didn't realize that means she gets every assignment.
Critics say she's been handed impossible tasks, and the White House has already been forced to clarify her role in the situation at the border as largely diplomatic. But the tough assignments may also reflect the trust of the president. Experts say they forged a close relationship.
I think that President Biden has been making a real effort to send the message that Vice President Harris is somebody who he respects, who does have access and who does have influence.
Aides tell CNBC there is a central theme to the vice president's work: breaking down barriers, confronting injustice to create a more inclusive community. Those who have tracked her political career, like California Congressman Ro Khanna, a fellow Indian American, say that message is also personal.
She understands that there are people across the country, across the world, who are looking to her for inspiration, looking to her to say that they have a place in American society as well, that they could enter public service.
Harris has said her top priority is making sure the president is successful, but few doubt that she has bigger political dreams of her own.
When Joe Biden selected Kamala Harris as his vice presidential running mate, he really sent a message to the Democratic Party. I think he knows that as a white male in his 80s, he is not what the future looks like. And Kamala Harris is, whether it's literally her or women and people of color more generally.
Still, the odds are stacked against her, Shep. Our nation has had 49 vice presidents. Almost all have wanted to be president, but only 15 have actually done it.
Ilan, thank you. Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.